All right, everyone, welcome to your extended Jupiter in Cancer. I did an eye shuffle on you. This is a pre-shuffle for you. It's just surface energy. But it's interesting. It's a Wheel of Fortune here. Let me get comfortable here. Hold on. It's a Wheel of Fortune here, crossed by the Queen of Wands. No, don't panic yet. Always good to say fakey McFaker, man. There's superficial changes. No. It's interesting. Things are changing. You'll see them on the surface. But if that's all you pay attention to, that's on you, because actually they're changing very deep down. There's a Queen of Pentacles underneath it, much deeper. We go deeper. And then we got some symbolism of depth here. There's things changing underneath that you can't see. All I want you to look at are the colorful little seeds under there and the roots and stuff like that. So things are changing. You'll see them on the surface, but know that actually deeper down, things are really taking root. These are big changes. It's the next phase of your life. That world card up on YouTube, if I'm to relate it just to you as a final outcome, these are big changes. These are changes that will be in effect for at least the next 12 years till Jupiter comes back around to this position again. All right? So this is a while. These are big changes. It's all making you a lot stronger. I could read this as it's time for you to meet your emperor. Here they come, that kind of a thing with the night. It's making you stronger. That's all it is. Your confidence levels in this energy will boost. So it might seem lucky. It might seem like Jupiter, planet of luck and expansion, and here I am. I'm benefiting from it. Yes, but it's because of things you're doing. It's because your confidence is growing because of other energetic factors. All right? So, yes, you'll see the changes on the surface, but actually they're happening much deeper than that. Okay? And it's all making you quite strong. It's bringing up your masculine energies. I know most of you who watch my readings are the DF side. Your feminine energies are there. Most of you are in balance. A good number of you are anyway. But between your inner masculine and feminine energies. Be aware, if you're one of those balanced people, that your masculine energies with that emperor there may come up during this transit. So you'll want to keep that in check with your feminine energy. So you'll want to do some meditation. You'll want to keep looking inward. You want to make sure you don't lose empathy. Empathy is going to be important. Jupiter is making it available. Jupiter in Cancer, the Cancerian energy of the soulmate cycle, is making empathy available. We want to make sure that we take advantage of that, especially in July, like I said, as Uranus moves into Gemini. Uranus in Gemini without empathy is pretty much what happened last time during World War II. All right, there was not a lot of empathy there, at least on one side anyway. And then our side kind of lost it a little bit at times too. We want to make sure this time around, because there's such a big pool of empathy available, that we apply it. If we can do that, it could be pure magic. Right, rather than tragic. Anyway, let's see where we go. Right now, for you, a lot of changes. Your life is shifting gears, and these are deep-rooted changes. I'm shuffling on you. 3 cards and a bottom card. What do we got? Ooh, you saw it, right? It flew out of the deck. I caught it. It was a pretty good catch. Right? That should make me at least your 1.5. Maybe not your first favorite, but like 1.5. Can I get somewhere between 2 and 1? I don't know. It's fine. All right, center card. Some people don't know I'm kidding about that. They're like, oh my God, I hope you don't feel, my God, if my self-worth was so low that I was worried about my tarot channel was rooting in my self-worth, I'd be in big trouble. These are all major arcana, you guys. I mean, I don't know, and a 10 of Pentacles, which might as well be. Ace of Wands crossing the Tower card in your base energy. These are red, center, left, right. Oh my God. Things happen faster than normally. I was going to say, and I almost said, because I'm tracking back, I track Jupiter. It's one of the things I track in my notebooks because it's a very important energy. And it's very easy to keep track of. I also track Saturn and Pluto and all of that. But Jupiter is a very easy way to spot the patterns in your life, because it's generally about once a year it changes signs. And we're in a phase right now, as I said, in a recent Jupiter reading when it changed signs a while back. I said we're in a phase right now where even when it goes retrograde, it stays in the sign it's in. It's going to be like that, right up through the early 2030s. So you get a real chance to pick up the patterns in your life. I was going to say the last couple of times Jupiter was in Cancer, things changed very slowly. They were very spread out through it. It's very condensed this time. It's very condensed. They change very quickly. I don't know why that's important for you to know. but it has something to do with the structure of your life. Actually, I should say with temperance, this card represents your life. This card represents the serenity of it. My mechanic angel on his break. So you may see some disruptions in the serenity. Your break may get disrupted. Your life may get disrupted rather suddenly throughout this energy. All right, it's all changing. There's always stuff you can learn from it. The student wanted to reveal itself there, but yeah, things pop off very fast. Let's see what pops off for you a little bit. Let's take a look. Okay, so keep that in mind with these two. Okay, the serenity. My mechanic angel does not like his break interrupted. If you're somebody that's not good with change, you like things to stay the same, or if they change, you need time to think about it, and then you'll kind of go for it. I can dig it because I'm kind of like that. You're gonna be a frazzled son of a bitch in this energy. Just be cool, all right? Know in advance that your break's going to get interrupted. All right. In the case of my mechanic angel, I would say know in advance you're going to have to put the cigarette out early. I know you don't like to waste half of one, but you're going to have to. All right. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk about the tower. Let's go. Let's do it. Why is the tower here? I got the witches. We're shuffling on the witches. Why is the tower here? Talk to me. Well, it's crossed by the Ace of Wands here, and from another deck, it's crossed by the Ace of Wands. I mean, I can't get rid of this fucker. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it just keeps saying whatever it is. It's a whole bunch of stuff, Steve. And look, there's a Ten of Pentacles. There's a Ten of Pentacles. It's all a lot of disruptions to your life. That's the environmental energy around it. I mean, from another deck. You know, a repeat message is important. Anytime the universe repeats anything to you, it's important. Please remember that, right? If you keep watching TV and seeing billboards of medical conditions and things like that and all that kind of stuff, you don't take the fucking hint to maybe go get something checked out, that's on you. If the universe keeps repeating shit over and over again, keeps showing you stuff, if it keeps showing you a person over and over again, that's important. A name, or you see a car over and over again, whatever it is, it's always important, repeat messages. That's why I like to see them in tarot readings. A lot of the well, not a lot, but some of the viewers don't. They're like, well, he sometimes repeats himself and stuff. I'm not repeating myself. The energy is. It means enough people didn't get the message, right? That's just the nature of the energy around us. What's on top? All right, Eight of Swords. Yeah, again, it might disrupt your break. It's not giving me anything else. The Two of Wands. You don't have time to dilly-dally. You don't have time to fuck around and when I want to think about it, I won't finish my break first. You don't have time. You need to make plans and you need to be happy with those plans and you need to roll with the punches, right? Roll with the energy, all right? My father's saying was roll with the punches, but roll with the energy. What's the bridging energy here? Eight of Wands, fast, right? Again, more speed, fast. Things, communication, things, offers, things, plans come at you fast. Everybody. I mean, it's not going to be like if you're going to a concert, you're not going to know about it months in advance. Someone's just going to show up the day of the show and say, hey, we're going to see Justin Bieber. Let's go. You know, I mean, I hope you're not. But whatever. You know, I just had to make up something. I like calling him Beaver. I don't know why. Anyway, that being said, you get my point, right? You just got to catch my drift. All right, here we go. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you because it just seems to want to repeat the message there. And again, keep that in mind. Normally, the last couple of Jupiter transits, all right, Jupiter in Cancer, 2001 to 2002, summer of 01 to summer of 02, summer of 13 to summer of 14, those two things changed very slowly. You didn't have a lot of this break interrupted stuff, but you did end the phase, or most of the people I knew around me, including myself, ended the phase with something different happening in their life, some changes at home, right? Some of you weren't even born then, for all I know, but either way, they happened very slowly. This time around, they're rapid fire. It's like a Gatling gun coming at you. A lot of communication coming at you. What else? Randomly now at the bottom is an Ace of Cups. How about that? What else? What else you want to tell my people? It's important. Now, where might the Seven of Swords come into all this? Play in where you're not supposed to be the doubting fox too much, right? You may just not like it. My mechanic angel, which this card sometimes reflects to me, he looks just like this, by the way. You know, when he's on his break, he's on his break. He don't care if you want to pick up your car at 2 o'clock. He ain't going to be done with it till 4, and that's when you're picking it up, right? In this energy here, you're not going to get that luxury. He's now signed a contract with a dealership, and the dealership gets what they want, part of the contract, right? Something like that. Think of it that way. Not going to get it. It doesn't matter. So just know in advance that your break's going to get interrupted, right? That decisions are going to have to be made fast. You don't have time to, I don't know, what am I going to do, right? This applies to love. It applies to business. It applies to whatever. It applies to opportunities. You may have an opportunity. Some of you may have an opportunity to move. You've been stayed put for a long time. You see an opportunity to move? Take it. I would do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. Don't make stupid mistakes. Do your research first. But it is an energy, because of lucky Jupiter, and because you're part of the soulmate cycle, it is an energy where you could take a chance or two. Try to cover your ass. Always try to have a plan B or a safety net whenever possible. But sometimes, this is one of those energies where sometimes you just got to say what the fuck. You know? Hey, I'm going to go for it. Right? There you go. It's risky business without the call girl and Porsche 928. Other than that, and Tom Cruise. It's risky business. All right, here we go. What else you want to tell my people? Anything? Anything? I mean, I've been shuffling for a fucking while. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. I'm pulling on you, not that person from YouTube yet. Why are you giving me this? Oh, it's you. It's the Empress. Finally, you show up. 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands. You're going to learn in this. You got communication coming from outside sources. Don't worry. I'm pulling on you here. You got some you got some internal chatter with yourself. There's some truths about you and the way you approach life. The way you approach life might have to change. My mechanic here, he doesn't have the luxury anymore of sitting around and just whenever you pick up, your car's ready when I say it's ready, motherfucker. Right? I mean, doesn't have that luxury anymore. Things are changing. The times, they are a-changing. That being said, there's some hard truths you'll have to look at. Don't be defensive to them. Okay? Don't. Open your heart. Apply some empathy. If you're at all defensive to this, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're denying yourself getting the most out of this transit. This transit won't be back again for another 12 years. And when it does come back, it won't be part of a soulmate cycle that's Cancerian themed. That being said, it won't be a match for that. It'll be a different thing. That being said, again, don't be defensive to these truths. What are these truths? I don't know. How and why you love, how and why you don't love, why you love a certain person the way you do, or why you don't attract the love that you think you deserve. Okay? That's pretty much what I get just off of these 3 cards here. Okay? And, again, some of it is hard to look at. There is some inner work here. It's not all fun and games. The good news is the energy's on your side. You're well protected. All right? All right, let's clean this shit up. I have made my point. All right, let's clean this shit up and let's pull on the incoming energies and how they relate to you. Let's do it. All right, everyone. Who is this person from YouTube? Who are they? I don't know. A naked cowboy on a horse? I don't know, maybe. Could be. Could be. I have no idea. Let's find out. Let's shuffle the deck. Who is this person? What? Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Flem the parrot. He's looking over here like you what? You want to come over? Come on. Let's go. Let's get you. There you go. You gonna pull a reading? All right. Here we go. You sit there while I shuffle. Let's throw 1 card on Flem the parrot. All right. Here we go. We're gonna do it. Take a look up. The people are up there. Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, right. What are you doing? All right. All right, we're going to throw 1 card on you before we pull on this person. All right, well, we'll see. Oh, there you are. Look at you, you little fucking knight of fucking swords, are you? All right, that's cool. All right, that's good. All right, I got to go to work now. I have to do this. Can I move you? All right, there we go. You can fast forward through that if you want to. Sometimes he just wants to come over and check things out. I just thought I'd have a little fun for a second. You can always fast forward. I'm not cheating you out of a reading. It's fine. All right, here we go. Knight of Swords. That's not surprising. He's been the Knight of Swords all goddamn morning, letting me know about shit. There was a spider in the corner of the room. He walked all the way across the living room to alert me to it earlier this morning. Unreal. Yep, he's the Knight of Swords. So we got the right deck. So far, we've pulled on an Eclectus Parrot accurately. All right, let's go. No, you're not coming back. I don't have room. I gotta... Who is this person from YouTube? All right, let's find out. I promise you they don't have feathers. All right, so let's see where we go. Okay. All right. Divine couple. Emperor. They are your emperor. They may, M-A-Y, they may be the person that I got for one of the things in the recent, what was it, a Schrodinger's cat reading? Right? It might be that person for you. Could be. It feels like an out of balance emperor. Mostly King of Swords. It's an emperor, but in this case, I've got an out of balance emperor that's mostly King of Swords, who's going to be telling you some truth. He's going to be speaking some truth. So this is a divine masculine. It's a masculine energy and a deep soul connection that you have. Now, don't assume. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be someone you're banging, but hey, take it as it resonates. You know, it is what it is. So I'm asking who it is. That's the environmental energy. I'd say we're doing pretty good, right? We nailed Flem the Parrot with the Knight of Swords, little Mr. Hey, there's a spider in the corner, there's a spider in the corner. A message of change, always my Paul Revere card. And here's your person. All right, so there we go. Okay, all right. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. I'm talking to the bird that time. I'm his second favorite. Can you believe it? All right, here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, Flem came back. Look at that. Knight of Swords. Oh, shut up. This isn't about you. 5 of Swords. That's funny. I like that. I like the sense of humor of the universe today. Ah. Yeah, this person is speaking some wicked truth. The Knight of Swords is ordered by the King of Swords. I said this is an out-of-balance emperor, mostly reflecting King of Swords. The King of Swords orders this knight. This knight comes in and tells you some shit. All right, this is someone who's already in your life for most of you, and it's been just a one self-sabotaged relationship in some way. I don't know how, okay? I don't know. Let's say it's your runner. How would it be sabotaged? Maybe somebody ruined them for love. Maybe somebody keeps getting in the way. Maybe somebody spread rumors about you and then they believed it and you believed it. Maybe you each believe something that's not true. Maybe they're married. Maybe they had to run. Okay? It's been sabotaged in some way or cock-blocked in some way, if not sabotaged. Okay? This is a person now who's going to be a little bit diarrhea of the mouth with the truth. Because they want to, maybe they want to change this. I'm just pulling on who they are, but yeah, they do. I felt change here. They want to change something. That's what this is. A message of change. This is Death card. It's change. It's fueling this Emperor, which is mostly King of Swords. It's out of balance, but it's okay in this case. Let's pull on this. This is somebody who's already in your life, or wants to, if it's somebody new, they want to be. Okay? And they couldn't before because something was in the way. So most likely, if it's somebody new, it's somebody who was married, okay? And now they're not, for example, or was dating somebody else, and now they're not, okay? Could be. Could also be an ex. But anyway, let's talk about this 5 of Swords. When we talk about who this person is, the connection that we'll say somebody in your life who, again, either sabotaged or some sort of got cock-blocked in some way. There's always something that shoots it down or prevents it from going to the next level. Let's pull on that energy, this 5 of Swords. False victory, bittersweet kind of energy. Let's see where we go. It's crossed by the 4 of Pentacles. Fear. Fear gets in the way. Fear is in the way. Why? Yeah, fear is in the way and it causes it to end. Okay. Causes it nothing but regret and sadness here because somebody's afraid of cat. Why is that 5 of Cups here? The Eight of Pentacles. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, justice. I honestly, for a lot of you, this person's in another relationship. Now, that can be with themselves. Okay? We can divorce ourselves from a person, a marriage, or we can divorce from a boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. Or we could divorce ourselves from the way we live our life. This is somebody who lives their life not really caring too much about other people. This is a very selfish person. And that's why this connection gets screwed up. They're afraid to open up. They're afraid to let somebody in. Okay, it's a bit of that. Why? Is that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way to read it for a large number of people, but I'll tell you what I really want to say. I mean, that's the cop-out way for a large number of people. I'll fess up to that. This is somebody, for most of you, this is somebody who's otherwise occupied, either with themselves or in another relationship, married or whatever. And that is a false situation. It keeps getting in the way of this connection. When this comes up as the bridging energy, justice, some aspect of their life that's getting in the way needs to go. Your job, you coming onto the scene, you guys coming together, having soul recognition, was supposed to get rid of that energy. This wasn't supposed to be here. Neither was this. This was always here. This is somebody who's very pentacle-based, very focused maybe on their career, focused on themselves, might be self-focused, might be a Burger King, whatever. But these two were never supposed to be here. You were supposed to show up and they all live happily ever after. Unfortunately, there's a lot of emotional energy in this soulmate cycle, and that didn't happen. So it kept getting blocked. That said, so out of fear, somebody afraid of losing pentacles, it keeps this connection apart. And it's a pretty common story in this soulmate cycle. Again, pentacles everywhere. They're afraid to lose pentacles, partnerships, all kinds of things. Again, they're afraid to lose 10 swords. They're afraid to put an end to what they've got. It's some kind of safety net. All right? But as far as this is all to help you figure out who this might be for you. All right? So let's pull another reading. Let's just come down here. Where's this going? So what's happening now as Jupiter enters Cancer and blends with Mercury in Cancer and the Cancerian energies of the soulmate cycle and oh my God and everything else? What's happening now? So now we can ask you, now we have context. We can see where we're going. Let's see. What's happening now with this connection as Jupiter enters Cancer? Okay, we'll put it that way, since this is Jupiter and Cancer extended. Here we go. All right. I'll wait to show you the bottom card. King of Wands. It doesn't surprise me. Three of Wands, yeah, I get it. I'll show you the bottom card now. It's Page of Wands, fueled by the Eight of Cups. Something about this energy, somebody does divorce some aspect of their life to come towards you. It's a little pagey for my liking. I have to tell you, somebody's got an adventure. Look, I'll put it this way. This is probably in the Who position anyway, but it's the King of Wands, the Burger King, right? We'll put it this way. This is the energy that often reflects in the soulmate cycle on the DM side. So it's this DM here, all right, who, because Jupiter is entering Cancer, their adventurous spirit is up. Then all of a sudden, they got the joy of life in them again. And they want some new adventures. They want something new. And they're likely to do it. They're likely to move way beyond the planning stage. We're past the Two of Wands. We're at the Three of Wands. We're just about at the Four of Wands. The best card to fall here would be the Four of Wands right now. I don't think it's going to, but it would be the best one. There are other good ones, but I'm just telling you in advance. In case it's the Four of Wands, I could look really cool. Okay? I don't know if it is or isn't. It's not. But it is a very good card. It's the Hermit. If the Hermit is from the center 3D position up on YouTube from another deck, and this is read with the King of Wands. Somebody here this Jupiter entering Cancer causes this person to act with soul where they normally wouldn't, where they normally act with ego. Instead, they act with soul. All right, but let's see where it's going, because that is a page. Okay, let's be honest. Let's see where this guy's going. He's still wearing the cape of assholeness, so I don't know. Let's see. I know you're out on that boat. All right, so he's going to have to get wet. A little bit wet. I don't like to get that cape wet. That represents them not wanting to get away from the security blanket that's over here. Sometimes in energy like this, overly emotional energy, these King of Wands, while they do act from the soul, they like to try to have their cake and eat it too, right? They like to try to stay in the comfort zone here and come toward you, right? In money speak, it would be telling the family that they're staying where they're at, but actually they're sneaking out and hanging out on your boat out there on the water, right? Okay. Why is the Three of Wands here? Where's he going? Tell me about it, because I got a page attached to it. Where's he going? Where's he at? Okay, all right. That's it. We're good. Oh, wow. Well, I might be wrong here. I don't know. It's karma. It's judgment. I'm crossing it. What's fueling that? The world. This is just huge. We're going way beyond. Look, wow. In order to get to the world, you've got to get past judgment. I literally have judgment I literally have judgment than the world. I literally have that. So what this is saying is, in the environmental energy, kind of correcting me a little. I mean, yes, normally they try to have their cake and eat it too. Whatever that might be happening, I don't know, but we are going way past where we normally go with this in this connection because of Jupiter entering Cancer. I said, because Jupiter's entering Cancer, where is this going? What's going to happen? We're going way past. We're entering new territory. We are going deep in that Ace of Cups. This validates that. This is proof of it. In fact, we're starting a whole new journey. There's a magician. These are all big, powerful, major arcana cards. I mean, we're not even, there's no leap of faith here. We skipped the Fool completely. We're on a different level. We got past judgment. We got to the world. And now we're at the number 1 card. We skipped the 0 card completely. Now we just going for it. All right? That's what I said. It's like normally you got a 3-date rule. You know? Now you didn't even make it out of the parking lot on the first date. Right? And your feet are sticking out the T-tops. Male or female, doesn't matter. You could be on the bottom. What's going on here? What's on top? There's my naked cowboy again. The sun. Why is that here? The 7 of Pentacles. We're going deep here. We're going really deep. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, we're going deep here, you guys. I mean, normally I make a joke about these two are headed for the motel by the hour. Yeah, I don't think so. We're going much deeper than that. We're actually healing a connection here because Jupiter is in Cancer. I'm just going to phrase it that way. I'm going to keep all the jokes about hourly rate motels aside and say this is the happiest card right here. This is nice. We're going way beyond where we've gone before. Whole roads we've never seen. We passed judgment. We got to the world. Now we're on a whole new journey. But it's a journey of healing a connection. Whoever this is to you, that Emperor, you're healing not just this, you're healing something that may not have even happened in this lifetime that caused that's causing this 5 of Swords. Sure, there's something that's going on in this lifetime that's causing the 5 of Swords. Yes, that's sure, absolutely. But there's probably other factors that happened in previous lifetimes because you guys are reflecting as Emperor and Empress, and that is an extremely deep connection. That is very, very, very deep. Okay, it's the exact opposite of superficial, the exact opposite of a mild soul connection. If this is a family member, you are at each other's throats. You may not speak for a decade at times in your life, okay? That kind of a thing. If this is a runner, a love situation, yeah, it probably sent you reeling. You probably could use the healing. The healing is here in this cycle, okay? In particular over the next year, but strongest over the next 10 weeks or so, I would say. Okay? All right. I'm just saying. This is incredible to see this here. I just want to put it here so I can take a screen grab of it after I'm done. It is so rare that this happens when I ask a question of where's this guy going, and I literally get that. I get roads unknown sort of a thing. Whole new areas. Whole new level, Steve. Okay. All right. Let's clean this shit up. Let's go. I'm going to pull a quickie for you on somebody. No, we're not going to bang. I'm going to pull a quick read for you on somebody who is married or in a relationship specifically. You can skip it if you want to, or you can infer what you like from it based on the fact that they might be single and the relationship they might have with themselves. You could do that too. I don't care. And after that, we'll do a pyramid. But right now, one more time for the screen grab. That's unreal. I'm going to cut the deck. I'm going to stick with the witches real quick. We'll use a different deck for the pyramid after this. Writing's been on the wall for a while. Okay, let's pull on Jupiter in Cancer. Somebody's married, that emperor, for the married emperors. Now that could be married with a marriage certificate and the law and all that. Or it could just be they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay? All right. Or both. They might be in a throuple. I don't know. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Shuffle the deck. Come on now. Tell me about that. Give me a fly on the wall in that relationship. What do we get? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. One card and a crossing card on that relationship. That's all I need. Well, it's probably a marriage. Bottom of the deck. All right? Ace of Pentacles. Crossed by the Four of Wands. It's a marriage based on pentacles, based on practicality, based on... It's a relationship based on the Almighty Pentacle. However that relates, take it as it resonates, as the kids like to say. I don't have any cup. I don't have cups here. I don't have a Queen of Cups, the most love I could pull from the deck. I don't have an Ace of Cups, love that has not yet been expressed. I have a relationship that keeps getting renewed over and over and over again, based on something that should have been gone a long time ago, but it keeps getting renewed because of this. And this ties exactly to what I got in the previous read with that Eight of Pentacles, and I said it's something to do with some sort of safety net. It's very common in this cycle where the DMs choose the Pentacle over the love. Okay, it's the opposite of Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer." They don't, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live on top ramen with you because we love each other. No, I want the Pentacles. Right? It's a bit of that, or it's someone who bases their self-worth on Pentacles, and they stand to lose too many of them if they come toward you. That's possible too. If their self-worth is based on that, that's a problem. You don't base your self-worth on flimsy things. The DMs seem to. The DMs had a problem in the beginning with self-worth, but they're working through it. I've been helping them through it since I got here. But the DMs base their self-worth on the wrong things. I mean, It's like I get on people that base their self-worth on how many likes they get on a tweet or on some Instagram thing or some TikTok video or something like that. That is just flimsy energy. It's superficial. It doesn't even stick. It doesn't even mean anything. So it feels empty. You just want more and more and more. So you just crave it more and more, and then you fall into a deeper hole. You can only base self-worth on something that's solid. It's built on solid ground. They're not doing that. All right? Definitely not. All right, let's put this deck away. It is what it is. All right, here we go. Let's grab the Rider Waite randomly at the bottom. Nine of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. King of Wands, very liberal towards you, coming your way. The Empress, look at that. That's unreal. King of Wands getting free to come see you. I bet. I have no doubt in my mind. This is a powerful energy. It's going to be one hell of a transit. Your life will look different by the end of it, believe me. And there you are again after the cut. They're coming to you. You're not going to them. Let me make that clear. All right? You do what you want to do. Knock yourself out. All right? I mean, I talked about it a little bit in a recent reading, where I said sometimes it's nice to placate them, ask them a question. Sure, you can light the wick, but don't do the work for them. Right? You can bait the hook, but let them fish. Okay? All right. Here we go. Let's shuffle the deck for you in a pyramid. Yeah, it is entirely possible you may need to bait the hook. All right, here we go. I used to do that for my sister when I was a kid. She loved to fish, but she didn't like to, the worm. Oh, didn't want to touch the worm. So I just bait the hook for her and she'd fish. That's fine. It's no big deal. No, I didn't fish for her. There you go. Of course, when she caught a fish, I had to touch the fish. She didn't want to touch the fish either. Now that I think about it, maybe I did fish for her. Damn it. And just take my own advice. All right, here we go. Don't be like me. There you go. Just bait the hook, nothing else. All right, here we go. Your emotions during this transit, and this could be a whole year. I don't know. It's going to flip-flop. I'm trying to pinpoint it, trying to tell the universe, give me everything before Lionsgate, between now and Lionsgate. But I'm not the warlock on the fucking hill. I don't know. Right? It might give me that. It might give me more. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines anyway. All right, so your emotions during this transit are here. How other people see you is here in the middle. I love that. And advice for you is here. And I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying, okay? All right, we will. Don't worry. All right. My God, now I got to give Flem the Parrot a credit. He's going to be on video. Jupiter in Cancer extended, starring Flem the Parrot. Oh, Jesus. That's going to cost me a fortune. All right. His agent's going to get on me. All right, bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups, the overall energy, and the fucking 8 of Cups. You are done with being sad. You're done with bullshit. You're done with cups that are down on the ground. You're done with 8 broken cups. You're just fucking done. Done, motherfucker. I'm gone. The Fool. Taking leaps of faith. You're done with it. Done with 8 broken cups. Done with the 3 cups. You're well aware those 2 cups are standing, and that's where you're headed. God, I almost hate to pull any more cards because that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, your emotions. Let's do it. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Ooh. What's red with that? It's very... I like... Okay, I'm glad it didn't come up too lovey-dovey. I'm glad... No, this is good. This is good. You're digging for things. Digging for gold. Right? No, I don't mean sticking your finger up your ass. I mean you're digging for gold. You're not... Things are coming at you, but you're slowing them down enough to filter them. Okay? Can I put it that way? This wall, it doesn't stop things. You're just checking things at the door. You're checking IDs at the door. Right? Can I use that as an analogy? You're not just letting anybody in the club. You're checking IDs at the door. You're all done. These are your feelings. You feel like you're all done being blind and shit just happening to you. All right? You're going to just check IDs at the door. You're not going to stop everything, but you're just going to let the good stuff through. I like that. I like that. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice set of energies. That's a nice use of the 9 of Wands, by the way. And a great picture to show. It doesn't stop everything, but it slows it down enough that you can filter through it. Right? All right. Well, how do other people see you? The Hierophant. Wow. Somebody attached to you sees you as their guru. Somebody. The rest of the people, well, I don't know. 8 of Swords. The rest of the people think you're some kind of kook. Well, I mean, I don't... well, look, I won't say the rest of the people. That's mean. In this kind of energy here, filtering through, you know, you're basing a lot. It seems to other people that you're basing a lot of decisions on your spirituality, on your beliefs, on things that you want. You seem to have this mystique around you, like everything has meaning, and you're going, you know, you're trying to find the meaning of life. All of a sudden you're meditating and you're this and that. Some people find that a little kooky, right? Some people do. We had this bookstore, I don't know if it's still here, around here, called the Psychic Eye Bookstore. It was down on Ventura Boulevard in the valley for a while. Probably still there. I don't know. I haven't lived in that area for a long time. I haven't. No, I know. He misses that store so much. Did you hear him? He a Pisces, you know. They're very sensitive. Anyway, I don't know if it's closed. It's okay. At any rate, what was I going with? Oh, yeah. I mean, but there were plenty of friends I had. In fact, most of them called it the kook store, right? That kind of a thing. You know, Steve's going to the kook store again to get whatever. I would go there sometimes for cards, or I'd get incense and stuff like that sometimes. You know, shit like that. My friends would call it the kook store. I always, rather than correct them, I just let them do it. Sometimes when you get, if you got a spiritual nature to yourself, some people see it as you're limiting yourself. You're not seeing the world for what it really is, right? You're blind to the world. Oh, crazy town. A little bit. But somebody attached to you sees you as their guru, and they might see you as needing help because of the energy I just described. And they might approach you to help you. You know, I don't know. Sometimes people perceive us the wrong way. People perceive you this way. All right? We'll clarify that just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that energy read. I even got backed up by a very, very, very intuitive parrot. All right, who I might add, apparently is the spider hunter today. All right, here we go. Advice. Red with the 2 of Swords. A Hangman. Yeah, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You're on the path of enlightenment by doing this. This is what I tell people all the time. I tell people don't put up walls because walls block out everything, the good and the bad. Separate the wheat from the chaff. You're doing it the right way, right? You are. This is also a sign of somebody who's doing their research before they do something. It's a sign of somebody who's doing something out of enlightened self-interest, or being creatively selfish, as I like to say, which is a way of being selfish that doesn't hurt other people. It's nice. I'm dying to clarify. I don't really have to clarify much here, but I'm dying to clarify this, and I will clarify that. Let's grab the witches. Let's go deep on this. All right? Eight of Swords. Why is it here? Eight of Swords. I know. I'm almost done. Relax. You know, you're not coming back on video. Okay. It's crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. What's fueling that? Really? You don't want me to look? Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. People, it's very, I can see why he's screeched. What's on top? The Fool and the Sun. Again, bridging energy is the Star. It just keeps coming up that you know what you're doing and people think you don't know what you're doing. People think you're doing things blindly. You're not. You think that maybe because they could feel this energy and this person's wearing a blindfold and this person's wearing a blindfold, right? Again, you're coming across by feeling this way and sort of behaving this way. You're coming across as a little bit kooky, a little bit overly spiritual, right? Someone who would go to Flem's favorite bookstore, which most of you probably would, right? Buy some crystals or something like that. I mean, whatever. A lot of people see that as kooky. That's all it is. Maybe right in this energy here, because Jupiter's in Cancer and everything is very emotional and your empathy is up, you come across a little extra kooky. I don't know. I'm telling you, the energy here just says you're on the right path. It keeps saying that. Ignore it. Ignore the energies around you. Keep filtering. You're on the right path. And I'm going to pull on the Hangman and we'll see. All right. Why's the Hangman here? What's the advice on top of the advice for my viewers? I like this. There is one energy that does see you as their guru. They're going to try to probably come in and enlighten you in return. Whether they are or they aren't, I've told you this before, just allow it to happen. There's no point arguing with people, okay? There's no point in it. It is what it is. Plenty of people that come to this channel that want to enlighten me about how I'm the devil and this and that, and we shouldn't be doing this. It's a cult this and a cult that and all that. It's none of that. It's absolutely none of it. All right? But I'm not going to waste my breath because they don't want to hear it. They're too fixated in what they believe, which is why they felt the need to share it, even though it's uninformed and wrong. It is what it is. All right, the Hangman, why is it here? I'm just praying for information, that's all. I'm basically praying right now. That's essentially what I'm doing. I just have a medium to receive the message. It's crossed by justice. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let other people dissuade you with their view. I don't joke about anything or talk about anything that's not in the energy. What did I just tell you? I get plenty of people try to come here and enlighten me that I'm the devil because this is a cult and this you shouldn't be doing this. Again, what if I listen to them? Oh, I'd pull the channel offline and hate myself and oh my God, what am I going to drown myself in holy water, draw a bath fast? You know, of course not. Just ignore it. It's fine. Spend your time at the Psychic Eye bookstore. If you're going, take Flem the Parrot with you. All right. What was her name? I forget. He had a girl he loved there. Let me tell you. What's on top? Eight of Wands. Keep going. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Lovers. It's Archangel Raphael energy. You're running headlong into your soul's true purpose by behaving in this way, by putting up that filter. So do it. Justice crossing the whole fucking thing. I mean, come on. I'm just checking my read for you. You're running headlong into not necessarily a soulmate. It's not what this is talking about. You are. It comes up in this reading. But your soul's true purpose. This is how you find it. You filter the shit. You know, I mean, you separate the wheat from the chaff. You have to. You have to put up a small amount of wall, enough to slow it down so you can see what's good and what's bad. Like they do at factories where this goes in the box, this we discard, this didn't come out right. If the conveyor belt's going too fast, there's no way to do that if it's a human-run operation. Right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope you get the most out of this transit. And remember, while Jupiter is in Cancer, every reading I pull is going to be influenced by that energy in some way, whether it's a Jupiter reading or not. So keep that in mind, all right? I mean, Jupiter is always influencing the readings anyway. It's just kind of on crack while it's flowing through Cancer here. That's about anything else. Is there anything else you want to tell my people? One card, the crossing card. Enough people shut off right now because I said that's it for the reading. People get impatient. They shut off. Whoever is left, you'll get one card, the crossing card. All right? There you go. Six of Swords and the World. Things are getting better. It may seem like they're not. They may get choppy at first before they get better, but they are actually getting better. It's a bit of a cruel to be kind energy, okay? The energy around you. But again, I get a World card for you. This card's been flying out like the deck is made of it, okay? I mean, it is a rare card to get because of its meaning and the context that it needs to come out in. So, yeah, your life is shifting gears. But with the Six of Swords, right, we've got choppy water and then smooth water. So things may seem like they go wrong, and then miraculously, they're good. You're like, oh my God, so that wasn't bad after all. And it's a good thing that happened because now later down the road, I won't have to deal with this, this, and this. Right? It's like that kind of thing. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck. Queen of Swords underneath it. That's nice energy. Right? That's nice energy. Wax philosophical in this energy as much as you can. You'll get a lot out of it that way. Okay? All right. Good luck.